Chrissie Swan Show.
Oh, a hijack, by the way.
Good afternoon, Chrissie.
I just had a chat with someone in the kitchen who was waxing lyrical about Thursday being her favourite day of the week. I said, me and Jack too.
I think everyone's got to be with us on that.
Well, everybody else in the kitchen was like, are you on something whack?
Yeah, it's called Thursday Vibes.
Anyway, so we do have a little movement happening here at Nova with people that are on board with our Thursday is the best day. I said, the thing is, if you say Friday's the best day of the week, that's like saying, oh, if I won the lotto, I'd pay my house off. It's like, duh.
Yeah.
Put a bit more thought into it.
It's too obvious. It reminds me of Paris Hilton. She used to say, nobody goes out on a Saturday night. As in, like, that's tragic. It's too obvious.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so great.
I do, though. It's the best.
Of course you do. You go out
Hey.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
After 3 o'clock, we are putting our last lucky entrant in the running for Chrissie's passport to Puglia.
Now, we have not selected who is going to be playing. So get onto the Nova Player app. It is not too late. Register right now.
It is the best day of the week, though, Thursday. And every Thursday, we do sweeping statements. We're going to be doing them before 3 today.
Think you're going to be offended by mine?
Oh, I will be personally.
Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah.
Start thinking of your unpopular opinions.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Notice me, Troy. You're listening to the Chrissie Swan Show. Big ups to Baker's Delight who dropped scones in today.
Oh.
Holy hell. A friend in need is a friend indeed. I'm being influenced by odd people lately.
Yeah, recently you told us about...
Gabrielle Gatte.
That's right.
It's a blast from the past. I suppose that's not that unusual because it was cooking related. He's a chef.
Yes, and you're
He's like
mad
the original TV chef.
for the kitchen.
And he showed this little video of a gravy separator.
Which was the most boring thing I've ever seen. But it was like you were 7 years old again at Science Works. Oh, wow, I'm just getting a stare down. It was. You've got to admit it wasn't that impressive or cool.
Have you ever made gravy?
Absolutely not.
Well, then what do you know? Nothing.
You should.
You know exactly zero.
Okay.
I've been influenced again.
By who?
Saddam Hussein.
Sorry. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Okay.
The original terrorist.
Yes.
The bad guy. Very bad guy.
Like the worst. Evil.
Evil.
So what possibly could he have influenced you to do?
I've been telling you lately that I feel like my luck has run out.
Yes.
Things are breaking. Things aren't working. I'm losing things.
Your mind.
My mind. My grip on reality. My will to live. All lost.
R.I.P. Cue read aura.
See ya. Anyway, I've got this watch situation. I wore the same watch forever and ever, amen. It was a Fitbit, counted my, steps, whatever. Totally obsessed with it. I took it off to have a bath because I don't like to, even though when they say things are waterproof, I don't like to submerge them.
Yeah, because it's a lie.
I reckon it is too. Took it off to have a bath and I literally never saw it again. This was a few months ago. And I've, shook out all my clothes. Nothing. Gone. So I got a Swatch.
Yes.
Because I've always wanted a Swatch and I've got enough pocket money now to get one.
I remember how excited you were about it.
So gorgeous. And then I lost it. I've lost that.
Oh, wow.
I don't know where I've put that. Anyway.
The despair in your voice.
But how could I have lost it? I don't understand. Like it's either, how do you lose a watch? You take it off in the bathroom or on your bedside table.
Was it in your car when the junkie went through it?
Maybe. That would explain it.
Maybe that's the one thing they took.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Hope you're enjoying my Swatch, Jaden. Anyway. So I thought I need a watch and I don't want to spend a lot of money.
Okay.
And because I'm going to lose the next watch.
But you watch, if you buy a cheap one, it'll be with you until your last day on this earth.
I have no doubt that is true. Anyway, right at that moment that I thought I need a watch, but I can't make any decisions and I don't want to spend a whole lot of money, I got an email from Remo General Store, which is a legendary store in Sydney.
Got it.
And there was an article there about Saddam Hussein's watch.
Oh.
It is an old school Casio F150 or something. Anyway, I looked at it and I thought, bloody do. If a terrorist can rely on it to build a bomb to the second, then that is plenty enough for me.
To still be 10 minutes late everywhere.
So I was not late today.
No, you were early.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway,
I was late.
I Googled it, found it. $39.95. Yes.
Oh, he was a tight ass.
And now it is on my wrist, and I bloody love it.
In the words of Lynn McGranger.
The only problem I have is, what about next time I'm at the airport and they wipe me with those things? What are they going to find?
What, do you think they're going to assume that you were influenced by him and then lock you up?
Maybe.
I mean,
Actually, that'd be a nice break.
A little bit of heaven break for you.
Someone will bring me some gruel and porridge at least.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
I'm about to offend Hollywood Jack.
Swan's sweeping statements.
13-24-10, we're here for you. We've got an ear and it is all yours. You whisper your sweeping statements, your unpopular opinions into them, and we're going to allow it, whatever you want.
We will not judge.
We won't. Am I going first?
Yes, please.
Anyone that drinks coffee from a pod machine doesn't really like coffee.
Well, that's not true because I drink from a pod machine.
Pod machines are not for people that like coffee.
Have you
End
had
of story.
a well-made Nespresso pod machine coffee?
Of course I have.
Well, I don't know if you have.
I have.
You would appreciate how great it is.
No, because I am a real coffee drinker. And
Same.
that's why I do not do pods. In fact, I've got 2 pod machines at home that I was given as a gift, and guess where they're going?
Hard rubbish.
Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to get some money for them. But, same thing. I like coffee ground from the bean, and that is what I have at home.
Inside that pod is coffee ground from a bean popped inside a pod.
When? No, I like it to be in the bean when I'm thinking, I might like to have coffee, and then I hit a button, and that's when it's ground instantly, like magic.
But isn't that what a pod is?
No, it's already pre-ground. It was ground months ago in Vienna or wherever they come from.
Yeah, chef's kiss.
And then sent over. No.
Okay.
No. And also they taste like plastic and metal. No. Right.
All right, that's your sweeping statement. I disagree, but I'm said I wasn't going to judge, but I just did for 2 minutes.
You can disagree because you are obviously not a proper coffee drinker.
Well, I am, though.
No, proving yourself that you're
Through
not.
and through a Melbourne boy coffee drinker.
Nope.
Okay, my sweeping statement is, if you walk down the street on speakerphone, the council should be able to fine you. It is the height of rudeness. It is so annoying. My best friend Christina does it all the time.
Really?
And I'm like, mate,
I tell you what.
put the phone to your ear.
My council's the biggest killjoy in the world. Don't give them any ideas.
Actually, yeah, the great people of Burundara Council, if
Yeah.
you're listening, let's introduce this.
Oh, God.
Don't you think it's so annoying in a world where there are so many earphone options and you can put the phone to your ear?
Maureen and Colin in the office are just rubbing their hands.
Have some respect for the community.
I agree, because also I don't want to hear I get confused hearing voices like that. I think they're in my own head.
Yeah. That's another issue.
I do. I go, oh my God, who's that? Can anyone else hear that? Oh, good. Thank God it's him.
Does it ever happen and you look around and there is no one there?
Of course.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
Yes, Madonna Louise Veronica Ciccone. Yes, welcome to the Chrissie Swan Show. I wonder what her most unpopular opinion would be.
That Lady Gaga sucks.
True.
Swan's sweeping statements.
If you drink coffee from a pod machine, you don't really like coffee.
I disagree, but anyway. King of the pod machine I am. And also, if you walk along the road on speakerphone to somebody, you should be fined by your local council because it's annoying and rude.
Marie, what is your unpopular opinion?
Hi, Chrissie. How are you?
I'm so good. Just a thrill to hear your voice, Marie.
That's good. My sweeping statement is that people that can't spell banh mi should not be allowed to be part of the Vietnamese banh mi appreciation group on Facebook.
So what sort of spelling have you seen?
Oh, I've seen BAHNME.
Oh.
So it's no appreciation at all as far as I'm concerned if you
Yeah.
can't spell it.
Look, I think bad spelling in general is, just block anybody that spells badly. I remember going to, you're from Brizzy, aren't you, Marie?
I am.
I remember going to Darra for the first time,
Yeah.
probably about 23, 24 years ago, before, banh mi's were cool. And
Yep.
my God, my taste buds were blown.
One of the best places in Brisbane.
100%. We've got a little prize for the lovely Marie.
Yes, a prize pack of Bay Juice Energy, a natural caffeine boost.
Love a banh mi now. Hello, Diana.
Hello, how you going?
I'm so good. Happy Thursday to you.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me what your unpopular opinion is, your sweeping
So
statement.
My sweeping statement is cashiers at the service station who are on their phones while serving you should be fired.
Woof! That is tough talk. Fired.
Yeah, well, they should be serving you and taking
Exactly.
your payment.
I don't
Exactly.
know. It's like, what time is it? It's quiet. They're talking to their girlfriend. I might get in trouble.
Imagine
Fair
if I did that in the middle of the show.
You don't have a partner.
Hey, Diana, we're going to send you a prize pack of Bay Juice Energy as well.
Thank you so much.
Imagine if you did. If you were just talking on speakerphone.
It would actually be...
Going, hey, Pookie.
I would never use
know.
Pookie.
I know you wouldn't. Hey, Tanya.
Hey, guys.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girlfriend.
Tell me what your sweeping statement is. Is it a real doozy?
Tattoos on everybody should be banned. They are ugly. And I know this is going to sound really sexist, but particularly on young girls, you put them in a nice dress and then they've got squiggles and colours and all this disgusting artwork all over their bodies.
Does anybody you know and love who's close to you have tattoos, and do they know how you feel about it?
Yes. I have two young nieces in their early 20s who I've made it very clear that
Tanya,
I'm not a fan.
What was the exact sentence you said to them?
It's probably something I can't repeat on radio.
I love it so much.
Tanya, tell them to start saving for laser tattoo removal because I'm 28, right, and all of my girlfriends around me are all getting laser tattoo removal because they all regret those types of tattoos.
I have thought about tattoos on and off for a few years, and I'm so glad that I've never gone through with it because I change my mind all the time, and I just know I would have changed my mind about it.
You can't do that. Tanya, a pack of Bay Juice is on its way to you.
Jasmine, hello.
Hello, Chrissie. How are you?
I'm so good. Happy Thursday. What is your sweeping statement?
I think that Chappelle Corby was framed by the Balinese.
Do you? So
Yeah.
how did they do it and why?
I don't know. I think they did it at the airport. And I don't know why. Maybe because she had a lot of drug
In her
associates, I
boogie
guess.
board. In her boogie.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's clickbait.
Tell you what, I am so glad that gambling is not one of my vices.
Yeah.
It is not.
It's one of the worst.
It's the worst. And Drake has shared, because he's a big gambler, loves a casino, just loves it.
Mad for it. And also has a share in a gambling company, Stake.
Yes. He'd be one of those high rollers, and definitely, given he has published online his monthly incomings and outgoings.
Oh, a little recap.
Yeah. So week 1, he had wagered $50 million.
Oh.
He lost $5 million. By the end of the month, he had wagered $124.5 million.
Wow.
And he'd won some and lost some and won some and lost some, obviously. But the net effect is that he was down $8 million for the month. He lost $8 million. Lost.
Like, I know he's rich and like a whole other level of rich, but I didn't think he was this rich. To be able to just spend $100 and something million in a month.
$124 million. And he says, I've got to share the other side of gambling. Well, thank you, Dre. Losses are so fried right now. I hope I can post a big win for you all soon because I'm the only one that has never seen a max. These guys max once a week, whatever that means.
I mean, shout out to everyone that went and saw him in Australia because that is all of his tickets sales from the tour he did here.
That is extraordinary. Extraordinary. Hugh Jackman has made an extraordinary getaway. He was leaving Radio City Hall in New York City and there was a throng of fans. And you can sort of see him posing for some selfies but keeping on moving. And I reckon there is a point where he realises that if he keeps being the centre of attention, he's going to draw the attention of the crowd and they are going to swarm and then he's going to get in trouble. Do you know what he did?
What?
He waved down the next car that was driving past and got in the back seat.
That is so scary to do
Just a stranger.
2025.
He did have a very large and scary looking bodyguard with him, so I feel like he'd be all right.
Hi guys.
Look at that.
And then into the car he goes.
And I'm just watching him. He points to a car, who's also taking a photo of him, by the way. And he just opens the back seat and they get in.
I mean, it looks like a
Calm.
nice black Lexus.
Cool as a cucumber.
Imagine if it was a stitch up and he got his dad was in there.
This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Greetings. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Gosh, I'm having a nice time.
We are. Sweeping Statements was a lot of fun. If you missed our unpopular opinions, grab the podcast on the Nova Player.
One day you'll grow up and realise that real coffee drinkers don't use pods.
Look, I'm a pod snob. I only like Nespresso. You know this. And everyone gets mad because they're so expensive.
Yes, but you put cleanliness over flavour.
Why?
You like pods because they're clean.
Yes. And the pod machine looks good on my kitchen bench. But they also taste great.
That's not the priority.
Okay.
Priority is the coffee.
Well, we could fight about this for the next hour.
Yeah, we will. We actually will.
Okay.
Actually, we'll
Run
fight about it
sheet
for the rest
out
of
the
our
window.
lives. For the rest of our lives. Stay tuned. We're going to play some songs. Then we're going to have an all-in brawl.
No, what we are going to do, though, is put our last listener in the running for Chrissie's passport to Puglia.
Oh, so exciting.
Register via the Nova Player app if you haven't already.
We get to make that magical phone call tomorrow, don't we?
We sure do.
Weep, weep.
I get nervous about those calls.
I know, me too.
13 24 10 though. Next, Chrissie's Quizzy. Would you like to win a limited edition bum bag? It's not great, but hey, it's up for grabs.
Oh, you are a dog.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's give away a bum bag, shall we?
Chrissie's Quizzy.
Yes, indeed. Hello, Emily.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, just chilling.
I was just seeing if I sang to you, whether you would sing to me, and you didn't.
Probably not. I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, God, don't be nervous. It's only me. God.
Hey, Sophie Ellis Bextor did A Day on the Green. I was a bit
Down
off.
the grain. Hello, Sonia. You know you'd be called Sonia if you were in America.
I do know that. I've been there and I've been called Sonia.
You've got a beautiful voice, Sonia.
Oh, thank you. So do you, Chrissy. And you, Jack.
Thank you, Sonia. Hey, Sonia, do you know Sonia Morgan from The Real Housewives of New York City?
I think I know a lot of the Real Housewives because I do watch them every so often.
What's your favourite, Sonia?
I'd say my favourite would probably be the Beverly Hills Girls and, the two sisters, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm with you.
I won't say it.
I haven't watched anything. I'm terrible.
That's okay.
Going straight to hell.
You were going there anyway.
Your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5. Meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins a game, gets a bum bag. Jack might put something else in it too.
I reckon I will. Question number 1, Swanee.
Which Australian actor just hopped in a random car in New York City to escape a throng of fans? It is Hugh Jackman.
Question number 2.
I know, wouldn't you like to be driving that car? Huh?
Hey.
Cobb's is a brand of what food?
Sonia,
Yes, Sonia?
it's a popcorn.
It is popcorn. I used to call my boobs the Cobbs.
Did you?
Yeah, because, when you're laying down,
Yeah.
it looked exactly like a cob loaf from Baker's Delight.
There you go.
Do they still do cob loaves? Because if they want to bring them back, I got the mould.
Those bad
They
boys on
wanna
the
use-
window. Would you like to buy some cobs?
The ladies, you can tell they're looking at each other going, is she okay?
No.
Question number 3. Boris Johnson is celebrating his 61st birthday today. Do you remember him? What a hot mess. Which country was he once the Prime Minister of?
Sonia.
Yes, Sonia?
England.
It was the UK. Do you remember those times? He always looked like he just wandered out of a dumpster.
With very messy hair.
Very messy hair. Question number
he should
4.
shave that.
Yes. Question number 4. That's 2 to Sonia. Is that right? None to Emily. Yet.
Correct.
At the age of 70, Kelsey Grammer is expected to become a dad of what? I'll accept a few answers. Yes, Sonia.
It'd be his 8th baby.
It is, and I also would have accepted a human baby because it is going to be a father today. You have won. That's a clean sweep, Sonia. But
Well
Emily,
done, Sonia.
you know, it's Friday
Sorry, Emily.
Eve. It's almost the weekend. I'm sure we can find something for Emily.
Yes, you are both going to get a double pass to F1 the movie. It's only in cinemas June 26 next week. Brad Pitt's in it. Enjoy that, ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Yay, thank you. Thank you.
Won't we ever?
Brad Pitt is looking unbelievable at the moment.
I agree.
His stylist is killing it. I know, we're not sure about him as a dude, though,
But
are
a
we?
younger girlfriend will do that.
Yeah,
to
true.
an old man. Yeah.
Really level him up.
100%.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Ooh, I'm crazy coconut
Are
today.
you well?
You know what? Yes, I've actually never been better. Today's a good day. You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show. It seems like the tides are turning for trolls.
Yeah.
Do you agree? First of all, earlier on this week, local influencer Indy Clinton told everybody that, hey, bad news if you've been harassing me and my family for years. I hired a private investigator who worked tirelessly for 3 months and has handed me a 64-page document with everything about you in there. They must be very, very worried, these people.
Yeah, they would be rushing to delete those accounts in hopes that they're not found, but it's too late, man.
It's too late. And also, even if she does nothing else, I mean, Indy Clinton has since started a new account called You Are Not Anon, where it looks like she's going to reveal their identities. She doesn't have to, I don't think. I think just by saying, I know who you are, that will silence a lot of people.
Agreed.
It really will.
Agreed.
And we spoke to a lawyer yesterday who said it is actually against the law. Just reminder, you can serve between 5 and 7 years depending on where you live in this country. 5 and 7 years in jail.
Terrible.
How embarrassing.
And also, I know sounds sort of, I'm not trying to make it trivial, but imagine going into jail and someone going, why are you in here?
Exactly.
And you have to say, I was pathetic and trolled someone behind a screen
I know.
on a keyboard. And our mate's like, well, actually, no, I'm not going to go into it.
No,
Old mate
I know,
did.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah, you know
Yes.
what I mean.
Yes.
I don't reckon it'll go down too well.
Well, that's what's happening here on Australian soil. But over in the UK, things are getting a lot more serious. There is still running a site, a gossip site. It kind of looks analog like Reddit.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you can just tap into threads.
I like the Reddit format. It's so easy to use.
I agree. And there's no bells and whistles.
Nah.
It's like you just get your fix.
Straight to the point.
And go for it. But this one has a dark undercurrent because it feels like the best description of this website, Tattle Life, is that it seems to be a hub, a meeting place, a dating site maybe, specifically for trolls, for people that like to speak negatively about other people in the public eye.
Gross.
There are some Australian people that are the subject of these threats, but mainly international. Anyway, it's been running for years.
Okay.
Running amok with the businesses and mental health of particularly the English people that are featured on it and torn to shreds. My God, the meanness and cruelty that people can exert when they believe that they're anonymous. One couple had enough. They're an Irish couple and they decided to sue the website. Nobody knew who ran it. If you did a bit of a deep dive in it, it was a person called Helen McDougall.
Okay.
But there was no information about Helen McDougall. No photographs,
So
no
it was
contact details.
Evidently an alias for someone
Clearly an alias.
being a dog.
But whoever was Helen McDougall had covered their tracks so well that it took Neil and Donna Sands, who are a Northern Ireland couple, they sued for defamation, for, loss of income from their business, etc., their, reputations, etc.
Were they sort of like influencers?
I'm actually not sure what their business was, but they were absolutely decimated and they won. They took their case to the High Court. They won.
How much?
And as part £300,000, 650 grand.
Wow.
But bigger than that is the part of the settlement, the process, the court, whatever, was that the identity of the person who owned and administered that website was unmasked. And it turns out it is not a woman called Helen McDougall. It is a man called Sebastian Ward. I think it is Ward. Anyway, he is an influencer in his own right. He's a vegan chef and has his own followers and all of that. And he has been running this for profit. Sebastian Bond, his name is. He's been running this for profit for years.
What an absolute grub.
I know, and profiting off everyone's misery, everyone's massive decline in mental health. There's people that have lost their businesses, that have lost their families, all of it because of this guy.
So
now this is a landmark case.
Yeah.
And it's just odd that it's happening in the UK and kind of here in Australia with Indy Clinton at the same time.
Yes. I wonder what will happen to this Sebastian Bond dude. Does he face jail time? I wonder where it will go now.
He absolutely will be facing jail time. Yeah.
I love this. I love that it's all happening at once, finally. It feels like the world is sort of
fighting back.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the bravery of these people to be the first to do it. Can you imagine how many people are now going to go,
Totally.
Oh, well, I'm going to contact my lawyer. You in danger, Sebastian Bond.
Open the floodgates. Great update, Swanee. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Hey, next, Chrissie's passport to Puglia. We are putting the last person in the running for this unbelievable trip. Register via the Nova Player app.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Very exciting.
Discover Puglia and unlock all 5 senses with a perfect getaway for 2. Chrissy's passport to Puglia.
Liz, you are in the Charlie Bucket position in that all the spots have been taken apart from one. It's just like Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory, Liz.
Oh, my God. Chrissy, I'm just dying for this golden ticket.
Wouldn't it be brilliant?
I cannot think of anything that would make my day, week, month, life better than a trip to Puglia.
Who would you take with you? Because we're about to take you through what the prize actually is. And I want to imagine who is striding next to you with the bum bag and the passport.
I would take my little sister. We have been listening flat stick to this segment and we have just been manifesting this so hard.
Oh,
so
God, I want you to win.
Crossed. We've got we've got 4 kids between us, and we just would love a mama's trip away.
Wouldn't it be brilliant? Because this is what is up for grabs. Return flights, of course, with Etihad Airways for 2 adults to Italy. Domestic return transfer from Milan or Rome, Italy to Bari for the winner and your companion. A 7-day tour for 2 people in Puglia, valued at over 12 grand. 7 nights accommodation in a traditional masseria, which has been thoughtfully selected for beauty, comfort, authenticity. It is a true local accommodation.
This is bougie as. You're going to feel like a proper Italian, Liz, if you win this.
Oh, my God.
I cannot believe it is a true once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So
You even
everything
get a dedicated Mercedes that will be driving you wherever you need to go for the duration of your holiday.
An absolute outrage.
Jump on Instagram to Travel Puglia, who have put this whole trip together, and you will see what you could potentially be winning. Now, Swanee, let's get to it.
Much. All right, this is how it works, Liz. I've got something. It's very Italian. It's synonymous with Italy. Could be food, could be landmark, could be something like that. I'm going to give you some clues. And the minute you think you know what it is, you've got to say it. This time is of the essence.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. This is deeply tied to Italian social life and tradition. The famous moka pot stovetop maker was invented in Italy in
Coffee.
19... Yes, it is coffee!
Oh,
my God. That was quick, Lizzie. I don't know how you say quick
My
in...
God.
I don't know how you say quick in Italian, but that was quick.
Liz, be listening at this time tomorrow as we will be calling our lucky winner.
Guys, I am shaking. I don't think I'll sleep tonight.
You shouldn't.
God, it's so exciting.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Swanee, very exciting news before we get to clickbait. We've
Yep.
talked about it all week. Next week, we are giving away a brand new car.
I've never done... Do you know what? We've never done that on this show.
No, we're mad for a holiday, but I don't think we've done a car.
I don't know whether or not I've given away a car in my career. I must have.
You have.
But my God, this is exciting.
I don't think it would have been an electric vehicle, Swanee.
No.
We're giving away a BYD Sea Lion 6 plug-in hybrid SUV. Jump on the Nova Player app to register your details. And next week, we're going to start putting people in the running for this. Go beyond expectations with the BYD Sea Lion 6 plug-in hybrid SUV.
Has this happened to you ever since we've started talking about it? You see them
Everywhere.
Chrissie's clickbait.
And they are sexy as hell. Let's talk about Scissor. Interview Magazine is a legendary magazine, actually made famous because the covers used to be original artworks by Andy Warhol.
Oh, is that what kicked it all off?
Many years ago. Anyway, still going strong. It's still kind of a subversive, interesting, modern take on everything.
Yeah.
And in that flavour, in that vein, they sort of flip the script and they get celebrities and musicians to interview each other, which I think is brilliant. Scissor has sat down with Chapel Roan and interviewed her. One of the questions that came up was about the online stuff because Chapel Roan really gets a hard time online.
She cops it.
Yeah, she really, really does. And it affects her. It does affect her. She said, I care about it and it makes me cry real tears.
That's sad.
I know. She also said this. There's no audio.
No, it's interview mag.
Oh, I thought there was an audio
No.
bit. Oh, well, there you go. And Scissor very sweetly and quite patronisingly says, oh, that's so sweet that you care. I think that says everything we need to know about Scissor, who clearly does not give a hoot.
And has been in the industry a little bit longer than Chapel, so it's probably at that point where it just is water off a duck's
Exactly.
back.
She goes, oh, you do? That's beautiful. All right, let's move on to local darling Delta Goodrem. She has married her long-term boyfriend and guitarist, Matthew Copley. They've been together for 7 years, and it's just an excuse for us to play our favourite Delta Goodrem tunes, which are many.
I'm very happy about how Delta's handled this relationship because I feel like she's kept it sort of private.
I think she's learnt the hard way.
True.
Remember she was going out with that guy?
Mark Philippoussis, remember
She was
that?
going out with Mark Philippoussis. No, there was another
Brian
one.
McFadden.
There was another one. Someone with an accent. Anyway, it was this guy. Who's that guy with the dimples?
Here.
Yep.
That's Brian McFadden.
No, that's not. No, not that one. This one. That one. Click on that.
Look at us tweet.
He is trouble. Oh my God, it's going through them all. Hang on, we're getting there. It's important.
Nick
Keep
Jonas,
going.
I forgot about
this
that.
This guy. Darren McMullen.
Did she date Darren?
Yes.
Really?
For ages. Yes, absolutely. They were spotted kissing and holding hands and stuff, and I reckon after him she went, you know what? I'm not going to make this anybody's business. Matthew is the real deal. She said that he's her best friend and she's very, very lucky. Well, they tied the knot, and of course, the paparazzi photos reveal that Richard Wilkins was there. Richard Wilkins is everywhere, isn't
I think
he?
he is everywhere.
He's like Beetlejuice. You say his name 3 times and he just turns up.
And he's there with his son. That's a fun duo. Imagine getting to go to weddings with your dad and
That would
sync
be
them.
so fun, wouldn't it?
It would. He'd be a cool dad.
Yeah, your dad would be good at a wedding. My dad is great at a wedding.
Yeah, dad's
Great
mad for
value.
it. Although I am the best at a wedding,
Of course you are.
obviously.
When you're not working. Can we please enjoy my recent favourite of Deltas?
Wings?
Yes. Can I tell you, this very loud in your car with the windows down, provided your children aren't in the car, because that is very embarrassing.
Cringe.
It's very enjoyable. That moment is a very enjoyable moment.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.